Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you are connected with us. I'm so excited and fired up for this training. How are we doing today? Thank God I finally woke up. I almost overslept. Wow. You know, it rained all night. I mean, it's been raining. There's still thunderstorm. Right? I can still be hearing the sound right there. And that's to let us know that it takes discipline to be successful in Forex. It takes a lot of discipline, especially if you live in Canada, you live in US, and you want to trade the London market. Around that time, that is when you begin to enjoy your sleep. And you're now, maybe your alarm comes up and you have to get up. You just have to stand up, you know. All right, so we are going to be starting, and once again, I want to welcome all of us. Let me see. I can see a lot of people. I see Bukon, I see Dowu, Okewo, Jimmy. Good to see you, my man. I see Joshua Kolapo, Kingsley, Nestle, Okechuku, Opeyemi Lawa. How are you? Let me see if I can bring you up here. Pius, Prince, Roti, Mijayola, Rotax Baba, how are you? I see Timothy, Tunde, Anyogade, how are you doing, bro? I see Victor, and a host of others. And if you are connected on Facebook or you're connected on YouTube, do me a favor, just type in your name and your location where you are connected. Type in your location and where you are connected. I would like to recognize you. Good to see you. Omoti, my boss. Good to see you right there. You are welcome. Kingsley, good to see you. Okay, so we are going to be starting, as I said, we are not going to be going into how to install TraderMatic. If you want to learn how to install TraderMatic, we have a lot of training on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is go to my channel. Let's see, go to my YouTube channel and just type TraderMatic installation. Okay, and if you are watching from YouTube, of course, or possibly you are watching the recorded version of this training, then the link will definitely be at the description. Okay, so we have how to install the latest. You can see it right there. That's about 5 months ago. There's another one I created how to install about 2 months ago. The difference between the two, this one we focused on the basic, and this we focus on the VIP. So by now, you know, we have 3 versions of trade. I mean, 3 categories, right, of TraderMatic. So we have the TraderMatic, the one that is the basic. I call that basic. So that is what most people get, and you get that for $97. Then we have the TraderMatic, we have Pro. The Pro, you have that for $297. Now, the difference between the basic and Pro is this one is for one account, one computer. This one is for unlimited, more than one account and more than one computer. Then we have the VIP. The VIP has everything that the Pro has at the same time as more indicators with it. So, and that is exactly what we are going to be using. So just in case you see my own chart and it looks different to what you have, and before you start to chat with me, oh, my terminal looks different to yours. Ask yourself, do you have the basic, or you have the Pro, or you have the VIP? And if you are one of our VIP disciples, definitely you get that. So also what we are going to be looking into is, okay, what are the conditions that you will look into before you decide to buy? and before you decide to sell. And if you have not gotten my book, the four-figure Forex, make sure that you download it, because it kind of explains everything that we're going to be discussing. So if you have the book, it's more or less like you are reading everything that we are discussing. Let me see if I can pull up, let me even see if I can bring it out. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can bring that out. So let's see. Give me a minute, guys. Sorry. Where are you? Okay, so book. Okay, yeah. I believe this is it here. Okay, so if you have this book, let me share my screen. You can get the physical one from Amazon, and you can download the PDF. I will look for the link for the PDF. I will post it before we finish today. So all you have to do is go to where we have the rules, because it's kind of make what we are going to be discussing very, very easy. We want to look at how we use TraderMatic to trade the London market. So, but when it comes to TraderMatic, how to use TraderMatic itself and everything, we have a bunch of trainings in the members area. And we also have a bunch of trainings in my WhatsApp, my YouTube channel. So make sure you get that. I'm trying to scroll to where we have the rule. Okay, it's very basic, but it tells you everything that you need to know. So, and that is where I'm scrolling to right now. So once you have it, okay, you get what, okay. Okay, so if you want to skip all the foundations and the intro, you can start from this page. This is page 24, talking about the trend, right? So you can focus on that. You want to determine the trend. You can see, is the trend up or down? That's the first thing you want to determine. So once you get that, you follow. Then now let me quickly talk about this, because some of you needs to still get that concept. You know, let's say, let me open a regular chart. Then we will now use TraderMatic to explain that concept. I just want to make sure that I go straight to the point of what you guys need, and we take it from there. Template, let's say regular. If you guys can hear my voice, please give me a 1. Type 1 on the chat window. I just want to be sure. Or the guys that were the co-panelists here, somebody can just respond. If you can hear
you very well.
Okay, good. Okay, great, thanks. So let me share my screen again.
We can hear you.
Okay, great, thank you. So let's say we have this. Okay, let's say we have this. I'm just using this as an example. Okay, so let's say I want to buy this Nasdaq from this point. Okay, just an example. I'm not telling you to buy Nasdaq, but sure, I expect Nasdaq to go back up actually, because yesterday we have all this run down for Nasdaq, and we go do indices trading strategy. Maybe sometimes next week, or I'll let us know. Now, if you are entry, you are buying at this particular point. In Forex, there's what is called your lowest low. Okay, your lowest low and the highest high. I'm going to use this to explain it so that you guys will understand that. So assuming we are entry, we are buying in this place. This point right here, okay, this is where the market gets to, okay, before this point right here. So this place is the lowest low before this entry. Do we get that? Do we understand that point right there?
Yes.
Do we understand that point?
Yes.
This point, yeah, this point right here, this price is the lowest low before this entry. So let's assume that we were selling. We were selling from, as I said, I'm just giving an example. So assuming we were selling at this point, let's say this is where we put a sell order. This price right there, that is the highest high before this entry. Do we understand that? Do we understand that?
Yes.
Come on, guys, will give me yes. Okay, okay, cool. So in Forex, you know, when you have your candlestick, like this is your high. If it is a bullish candle, that is, if this is green, it is a green candle. So this would be your open, this would be your close, this would be the low of that candle, and this would be the high of the candle. So there are many highs before this. So this is a high, this is high, the high. So, but this particular point right there is the highest high before your entry. So when you are placing an order with a TraderMatic, you have to consider that point. Let's say, okay, let me come down over here to, let me use a GBP USD, for example. So if I am placing an order in this place, if I'm going short, remember we're looking into how to trade our London market with TraderMatic. So this is the type of entry that I normally look at if I want to use TraderMatic. You see this type of entry right there? I love this entry, the way it lights like that. I like it because this is your 50 EMA. And you know, by now, you know the component of TraderMatic, what we have. This is not a regular candlestick. This is called a Kinashi candle. The Kinashi candle, the difference between the Kinashi candle and the regular candle is that Kinashi candle has a way of projecting the future for you, like more or less over 75 to 80% accurate when it comes to forecasting. For instance, when you see this red candle, you can just assume, based on the concept and the theory of Kinashi, that the next candle will be red. The next one will be red, because when the regular candle is painting, it's starting from the open and go to high and possibly come back to close and all those kind of things. But Kinashi candle always starts from the middle. You see, it always starts from the middle. It starts from the middle, so you can easily deduce that, okay, this will be the direction of the market. For instance, if by the close of the business, by the close of the day, you look at your Kinashi candle and it paints red, you can easily tell that over, at least you know that you are sure that over 75% of the market has over 75% opportunity of going bearish for that day. So you can easily look. So now when I am looking to trade with TraderMatic, as I said, this is the kind of entry I normally look at. So I just talk about the highest high. So if I am putting an order here, if this is my entry, this point right there, that is my highest high before this entry. So my stop loss will come a little bit above that side. Do we get that? Do we get that? If I want us to just go to the chart, there's not too much of theory when it comes to this. If you need theory, as I said, download the book. The book is right. The book is right here. I will post the link before we finish, or somebody remind me. So this is what I explained right there: lowest low and highest high. So like in this place, I said, okay, this is the point where you are buying right there. So this point right there, this is the lowest low before this point. So if point B is our entry, A will be the lowest low before that point. Do we get that? Do we get that? If you get that, give me one, type one, or somebody can respond for our panelists. Yes, okay. So that is that is very, very important. Once you know that, then you will know that, okay, you will not want to be putting a buy. You will not want to be putting a buy order in this place while your stop loss can still be in this place. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that. So in Forex, always know that you want to buy low and sell high. And in order for you to buy low and sell high, always consider your risk, minimum risk. Okay, so this is the lowest low before this point. Then talking about the highest high before an entry is what I've just explained that. So like right now, this is an example of that. So if I'm entering a trade at this point, if I'm entering a trade at point A, that's just what I just explained. This point B right there is the highest high before this. You know, how do you know that the market is trending downward? When you are having the lowest, you know, you're having the lower high and lower low. So this is right there. So your stop loss will go a little bit above there. So please, I will post the link for you guys to download this. You can download it and read. It explains most of the things that we're going to be talking about. So let's come back to our chart. So the same thing I explained is right here. So, okay, now let's go back over here to London. So how do you know which pairs to trade? The very first step, there are many ways to skin a rat. Okay, if I want to trade with TraderMatic, remember what we discussed yesterday when we talked about you want the Asian market to range. And just to kind of a little bit recap, in case somebody is connected with us and you are still wondering, okay, what are we talking about? Market is the Forex market is divided to about 5 different sessions, but we normally talk about three of them. So the very first one that starts the day is London market. And London market starts around 3 a.m. Eastern time, which is my 2 a.m. And that is what we are looking at. That's what we are considering. Then we have the New York market and we have the Asia market. Asia market most of the time is a retracement market. So if the market was down during New York sessions, Asian market, before you know it, might be a retracement of that movement. And if the market was up during New York session, before you know it, Asian market will be a retracement of that movement. So that is just, most of the times, that's what we normally have. So the first thing I will do if I want to trade with TraderMatic is I will look at my Currency Meter Pro if you have it. It is not mandatory, but it is very necessary and very good if you have it. And for instance, like this one now, I see my card is 6.4 and the JPY is 2.7. But remember, when you are trading with when you are trading London session, you want to focus more of your attention on the GBP crosses. GBP crosses Can you guys hear me? It's pouring seriously outside. It's raining. So
we can hear you
Yes, we can
very
hear
well,
you.
loud and
okay,
clear.
okay, cool.
They're very clear.
Okay, cool. So you want to focus on GBP crosses and the Euro crosses. Okay, those are the two that you want to focus on. But if you like to trade the indices also, yes, I normally add that, especially NASDAQ, to my own chart. So this is how I normally have my chart. So you can see GBP USD, GBP USD, GBP JPY, GBP AUD, GBP CHF. GBP. Now, what normally happens is that when one of them moves up, you discover that the rest of a GBP also moves up. Okay, in euro, if one of them moves up, the rest also move up. And you also need to know that GBP USD and Euro USD, they are positive correlation. Positive correlation means that if GBP USD is going up, over 80% of the time, Euro USD also is also going up. So now what you can do when you want to trade is that most times you cannot, all of them will not move at the same time. One will definitely lead this another. One will lead. So if it's GBP USD that starts the move, and if it doesn't give you an accurate entry, like I call it perfect entry. Remember, I always look for something like this. So on 1 hour, I want to look at the market. Okay, first of all, I look at this. I look at my currency meter pro. I want to see, you can from here now, you can see that GBP is weak, is low. Okay, so automatically any crosses that has to do with GBP, I'm expecting it to go down. That is just, I mean, fundamental, technical wise, looking at currency meter pro, because GBP is low. Can see euro also is in the middle. So I'm not expecting too much of movement during this time. But remember also that this currency meter pro, or this currency strength, okay, currency strength changes every minute. So there might be a news that will come up, and before you know it, or remember also, as at this time of the training, London market has not resumed. What we have right now is Frankfurt market. So immediately London market opens, which is on the chart. On the chart is going to be the 10 o'clock. And this will be the London market. Let's look for London over here. Do you see that? So this is London market right on the chart. Can you guys see that? Let me change this. Let me change this color to something like this. Okay, you guys can see it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So once you have this, you see Asia market has little bit trended down, but I don't always want to see something of that nature normally. I will always want to see something like this. You see, this tells me that the market right there, this tells me that the market is ranging. This is a NASDAQ anyway, but it's a very good example. You can see from this place, you see right there, you see right there, you see right there. So I want something like this, like a rectangular box also. It doesn't matter which pair. So that, remember, the reason why we are trading London market is we want to take advantage of that momentum, that initial 1 to 2 hours momentum. But first of all, I do my analysis on 1 hour. I look at 1 hour chart and I see, okay, if there's going to be any potential, any trade opportunity. So when I look into my, you see, it is changing. But let's assume that when I look at this place and I see GBP to be very strong. Let's say I see GBP to be like a 7.0 or 8.0. This tells me that during London market, there is very high possibilities for GBP crosses to trend upward. Is this making sense to us, guys? Is this making sense? Is this making sense? Is this making sense to us?
Yes.
Is this making sense to us?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. So when I see this and I look at, okay, GBP is 7.0, then or 8.0 or 7.4, and I just know right there and there, except anything changes, that this GBP crosses might likely go up. And remember, you don't want to place trade. If you have trade opportunity on GBP USD, you have trade opportunity on GBP AUD, you don't want to place 2, 3, 4 trades the same currency group. Before you know it, you are overusing your leverage or your position sizing. So I will look into, so let's say, okay, the market starts. I'm just giving an example, guys. So let's say the market starts. Maybe I see one opportunity right here. Let's call this one A. I see another opportunity to go short right there, B. I see another opportunity in this place, and these are the different currency pairs to go short, C. Which one will you take? Which one will you consider to go short?
B.
You will consider B because B gives you minimum risk. So you are trading with the one that gives you minimum risk. Okay, so let's go back again. Let's go back because I'm going to be flipping back and front. Let's come back here again. You see this? So let's assume this is a pair that I want to trade now, and I'm getting ready to trade this London. I like this because I can see that there is more of a bearish pressure. Okay, even though this market is having a retracement, but when I come to that 15 minutes, I see this. So when I look, especially on 1 hour, when I look and I see something like this during Asia market, I know definitely this is going to trend up. Okay, I mean up or down, but I know there's going to be a momentum during London market. So after I've looked into my currency strength, I say, okay, and if there's nothing like what I'm seeing right now, I don't really see any serious movement except anything changes by the time the market starts. So like here, you see euro is 4.7, GBP is 3.3. So, but when the market opens, one of them could definitely go up, and that will determine the direction of the market. That is number one. Then number two, you want to look at the news. You want to look at the news. What is there any forthcoming news? And how do you look at that? Because somebody might ask, okay, so where do we get the news? Is this CNN? So okay, somebody says, how do I locate NASDAQ? I can't find it among the peers. Okay, it's very easy. When you don't see a certain peers, all you need to do, you see your market watch right there. Can you guys see where my mouse is? This is your market watch. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, you right click, then you click on show all. You see right there, show all. Once you click on show all, so you go back there, you go back to your adding of peers, you will see indices, then this is NASDAQ. This is EGUFX. EGUFX, we put it as NAS 100. If it is FX choice, we put it as technology, whatever. Some we put it as NASDAQ, so you will just see it right there. But in this case, this is it here. Okay, so I was trying to show us how we get the news. Let me pull up my calendar. As a Forex trader, you should always have your calendar at least open. Okay, this is the Forex news. In case you are wondering, this is a forexfactory.com/calendar. That's what I use. So like today now, I refresh this. So once I refresh, I can see that today is Thursday. So there's going to be a news coming by 3:30 a.m. By 3:30 a.m. and this will affect Swiss franc. So definitely around this time, any peers that has to do with Swiss franc will be impacted. Okay, so you want to look at something like a GBP CHF. GBP CHF I will be getting ready to trade that around that time. You want to look at the Euro CHF. Those two, or any other pair, any other crosses that involve CHF. But I will look into these two. Why? Because it is during our London session, and we're going to be having this news. Like yesterday, we have Euro, and that is what made the Euro pairs yesterday to move. Okay, are we following, guys? Are we following?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
we are.
Okay, great. So once you have that, number one, you look at your currency strength to more or less have an idea of where the market is going, which currency is strong, which currency is weak, because you are trading the strong one against the weak. That is what we do in Forex. You don't want to be trading weak currency against the weak. If you are trading weak currency against the weak or weaker against weaker, that is why the market will range and there won't be serious movement. But once you have, so let's say for instance, I think I have a slide that pull up there. Hold on a second, give me 1 minute. Let me see if I have, I think I have, give me a minute. Okay, cool. Like, give me a minute. Okay, so I think I have this. Let me quickly run through this with you guys so that, because it's very, very necessary. So like, all right. So like here you see, you decide, okay, which currency pairs you want to trade. Okay, how do you decide? And then once you decide that is through your currency strength, most of the times, then that will tell you the trend. Okay, so that will tell you the trend. The first one, this is what I was trying to explain so that you guys will kind of, because most of us are visual. So let's say, okay, you look, your GBP is 8.1, and at that time you see JPY to be 3. So when you look at it, 8.1 minus 3.0, this will give you 5.0. At least when the difference between them is greater or equals to 4, you expect some certain movement. And what determines the kind of movement? If this is GBP, GBP is your base right there. Okay, GBP is your base and JPY is your quote. Okay, this is the base, this is the quote. So I like to use this analogy. Let's say you have something like a fulcrum and you have like a wood or plywood like this. So let's say this guy, call this guy, this guy now is the GBP. Then this guy is your JPY. So if two people sit on this wood, okay, just follow me with this analogy. If two people sit on this wood and this person weighs 60 pounds, this person weighs 40 pounds, where will be the direction of call this, let's call this one direction A, call this one direction B. So what will be the direction of that wood right there?
A.
So A, direction of this, because this is B. So B, we put this one more or less up. Okay, it's kind of reversal of what we're trying to analyze, but look at it that this guy has more weight, so it will throw this one away. But in Forex is opposite of that. So in Forex, so if this is strong and this is weak, so this strong will go up and the weak will go down. So in this case, GBP will go up and JPY will go down. Let's say, for instance, I have dollars with, I have GBP with me, and I know that GBP is going to appreciate in value. what I will do is I will buy more of British pounds and I will sell more of JPY. That's just look at this in a real life analysis. Okay, so GBP is stronger, JPY is weaker. So automatically GBP controls the direction of the market, and that is why this will go up. That will go up, and that is why we have the direction like this. You have the direction like this. So in that situation, you will just go down to like 5 minutes or 15 minutes and be waiting for the right time to enter your trade. So you place your trade like, okay, you enter in this, you wait for the candle to close. Guys, wait for the candle to close. For instance, like this now, you cannot say, oh, this is above the yellow line, and automatically you quickly enter a trade. No, because you enter that trade, you see the market also turn back, and you see what we have right there, and you see what happened. So always wait for the market for the candle to close. So once the candle closes, then you can enter your trade. In this case now, let's assume we enter at this point. Then this will be my lowest low before this point. Then my stop loss comes below here. Then how do you take profit using TraderMatic? How do you take profit? Because I'm trying to make sure that we keep this training within 1 hour. How do you take profit for TraderMatic? Number one, the first strategy is you use the box. Use the box. So if you are going long, you look at the bullish box. It's just very easy. So let's say, for instance, I'm going, let me go back. Okay, I'm going to use this. So let's assume that I'm going long in this place. You look into your left, the very first bullish box, you can use that as your take profit. Do we understand that? Do we understand that? By now, I mean, some of you that are VIP should know that. So yes. You look into your left, then by the time you look into your left, the very first box like this now, that will be your take profit. Do we catch that?
Yes.
Then if you are going short, okay, you are selling, you still look into your left. You still look into your left, the very first bearish box that you see. So let's go back to our chart and see if we can demonstrate this. Give me a minute right there. Let's go back to over here. Okay, so let's say, for instance, assuming this is a pair that we are trading. So if I go long somewhere here, okay, I buy somewhere there. I'm just giving an example. So where I will be looking to take my profit will be this point, because that is the next bullish box that I can see. Do we see that?
Yes.
Because that kind of represents your support and resistance zone. Okay, instead of you drawing a line or this area, that is what you have there. So, and I know if the market breaks through that side, the next place is going will be there. Now, let's assume I'm going short. Okay, assuming I'm going short, I enter short position, and I can't see because of the time frame I'm using. I will go back to a higher time frame like a H1. So let's assume I'm going short in this place. I will now scroll. Okay, so once I scroll, so this will be my next. You can see that is the next bearish that I can see by my left. Do you see that? Somebody can please just respond. So like a GBP USD, let's look at this as an example to begin to kind of tidy this up. Now I can see that there's a selling pressure on GBP USD now. Okay, you can see this candle forming. So if I go to 15 minutes, I'm waiting to see. You can see right there. So let's assume that we're going short. Okay, if I'm going short, I scroll, take this one out. Then I want to see, okay, I can't see anything by my left. So you can go to H1. I still can't see anything on my left. Then what will now happen is that I will now use my risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward ratio in the sense that if I'm risking, let's say I'm risking 40 pips, then I will be targeting at least minimum of 50 pips. And the reason why I will be targeting that, I don't do one-to-one direct. I don't do one-to-one because of the spread involved. So if I'm risking, let's say from here, of course I will not, let me ask you, this is bearish, as you can see, but will you be entering a sell position in this place?
No.
Somebody can answer me.
No.
No,
Why?
That's gone far. So
far enough.
It has gone way, way, way down. So you will wait, even though you might still have, okay, you might still conclude that there's a selling pressure on GBP USD, but you want to wait. And you can see this on our stochastic. Our stochastic is already on oversold on 15 minutes. Okay. And first of all, let's see what is happening on daily also. This is daily chart. This is daily chart. So I see more of a selling pressure on GBP USD actually. Let's see what is going on the Euro USD also. I can see the same. You see what I just said. Once one goes down, the second one also follows suit. So I still see a lot of also selling pressure also. And for some of you that have this VIP version, try to take note of what I do. I have my currency meter pro on just only one chart. So it reduces the weight. It reduces the weight on my computer. You don't want to have the currency meter pro attached to all the charts. It's just going to make your system drag, using so many space. So only one is enough just for you to see what is going on. So like right now, you see CAD is up, GBP. So I see GBP CAD going down actually. So if that is going to happen, then I will be looking forward to put an order. Okay, I will be looking to trade GBP CAD right there. You see, GBP is I see GBP 2.0, I see CAD 7.1. So this tells me that GBP CAD might be going downward. If by the time London market opens, you have to wait. Don't jump. You wait because anything can still definitely happen, when the market opens. So, but right now with what I'm saying, GBP CAD, so I will look here, GBP, where is it? GBP USD, GBP AUD, GBP CHF. I'm surprised GBP CAD is not here. So you open Forex crosses, GBP CAD. So with what I'm saying right there, I might be personally be selling GBP CAD. So I move this over here. I like to arrange my charts. So I have that. So as you can see, right now, this is what we have on 1 hour. Okay, so this is what you do before the market opens. That's why you sit by your system at least 30 minutes before that market opens, so that once the market opens, you are pulling the trigger once you have that. On daily, this is it. On daily, you can see now the reason why I will be very, very conscious of going short. I can see my Fibonacci level 61.8. Guys, just follow me because there is a lot involved. Forex is not black and white. Sometimes there are a lot of things you have to put into consideration. So because when the market opens, don't be surprised, this can actually pull back. And I can see Phoenix also telling me, okay, even on daily, that there might be tendency of reversal. So that it pulls downward there doesn't mean let me add the currency meter indicator to it so we don't go back and forth. So like here now, you can see CAD is 7.4, GBP is 1, okay, it's 2. So it's changing, and we are waiting in the next 10 minutes, the market will open. You can see right there. So 1 hour, let's go to 1 hour chart. So based on my own chart, okay, based on my own chart, and with VIP version, when I see this blue line, when I see this blue region, I try to be more conscious of going short. Even if I go short, it's not going to move. I don't expect it to move too much, because this region is telling me on 1 hour that, okay, I'm looking for opportunity to buy. Is this, are you guys following me at all? I'm confusing you.
It's clear.
Okay, so when I see this blue region, all I'm trying to do is look for opportunity to buy, not to sell. So when I see this kind of a signal, I try to be very conscious of what I do. So because I see this, I will not just jump. We might extend this trading today for maybe like another 5-10 minutes to see what will happen when the London market opens. But I have a strong feelings that we might have, this might be a bait by the big banks. Remember what these guys do? They're going to trade with maybe like $500 billion. They can just throw $1 billion to the market. And remember that this movement we are also having, this is Frankfurt market right now, not London market. Frankfurt market opens 1 hour before London opens. And most of the times, this 1 hour movement is not the direction of the day. So I will wait. Number one, I cannot be going short in this place, because this is where we have our 50 EMA. This is where we have our 50 EMA, and I cannot be going short here. So I will wait. Are you guys following now? I will wait and see what will happen. Let's go back to 15 minutes, because that's where we're going to be placing our trade. You see, on 15 minutes, also it has gone way, way, way down. So I have a strong feeling that the market will, even if it's going to continue downward, it will still retrace to come back to meet with the 50 EMA. Let me see if you guys have some questions before we continue. So, but
Yes.
Let's keep eye on that GBP card, and we'll take it from there. Any question?
One question, yes.
Yes.
I noticed that the currency meter, anytime you have this kind of figures that shows one is very strong, another one is very weak, by the time you check the chart, it has always gone like this one that you're analyzing. That's what I've noticed.
Yes, it happens sometimes like that. And the reason is simple. Remember, it's an indicator. And that's why I said indicators get their information from the data that they get from the price action. If you look now, that is why in the VIP class, we'll be looking into price action. Let me open this GBP card and I'll go show you what that means. If you are a price action trader or naked chart trader, you will catch a move of the market before somebody using indicator, no matter how good that indicator is. So like this now, this is 1 hour. Definitely, if you look at some of the trades that I placed yesterday, it was on GBP card because of this movement, because of this downward movement. You can see right there. You can see right there because of this downward movement. So there is more pressure. So yes, the currency strength will pick their information from price action. And that is why if you open it and you see that the market has moved, but as long as the values still remain like that, you can now go, that is where you now have to wait for the market to come back. So for instance, if like what we have now on that GBP, where's that GBP card? So you open, you see that, okay, yeah, card is strong, GBP is low, and it has moved. You can't enter the trade like that. then you can, that's why you come to like 15 or 5 minutes and wait for it to see if there will be another. You see, you can't, even on 5 minutes, you can't enter buy now. So you wait for the market to come back. It will always come back. If it's going to continue, like that example I show us, it will always come back. Then if it comes back and you want to continue, for instance, now the market might come back to this point. Okay, market might come back to this point, and at this point, you maybe the sellers are still waiting, and that is why the market moves. You see, the market moves. It doesn't move straight line. You can see, market doesn't move straight line. It comes, retrace, move, retrace, move, retrace, move, retrace. So if it move again, you expect to retrace. Do you understand? So you now wait for that retracement area right there and be waiting to see if it's going to continue downward or there's going to be reversal. So that is why, that is what you do. You don't just, okay, yeah, it's strong, then you pull the trigger. No. So, and this is what our Phoenix do, or even the zigzag also will do that for you. Like now, if I put this one white color, okay, this is it here. You see, it has gone, I see up, down, what remains? Up. So that is where I'll be very, very conscious, even on 1 hour, do you see? Even on 1 hour to be pulling any sell, because it has moved. See this market, it has moved. Okay, let me remove that. It has moved way, way, way. See, there is a, let's see right there, you can see that resistance right there.
Resistance.
There's a resistance there, even on regular charts. So I will be very, on daily, I will be very, very conscious to go short. So if I'm going short, I will have to wait for this. Look at this as a wall. You don't sell against resistance, and you don't buy against support. Okay, for instance, this is a resistance right there. You should be very conscious of entering a sell order because there's a resistance right there. This is acting as a resistance. And by the time the market breaks down and retests, remember our concept, it has to break out, retest, then continue before I will say, okay, now I'm going short. But I can see a bullish candle forming now on 15 minutes, even on GBP card. You see why you need to be patient. Imagine immediately you saw that and you just jump. Take a look at this. So you can see what I said. So look at this bullish engulfing candle forming right there. And I will wait to see, okay, how many minutes remain for that candle to close. Let's see. So in the next 6 minutes, that is going to close. So I will wait. And in the next 6 minutes, the market is going to open. I will wait. So if this continues downward, then where will be our take profit? That is where you now start doing your analysis, because this is, I know it's a lot of information, but this is what makes it Forex. Okay, remember, Forex is not gambling. The number one stage in your, before you put that trigger, is your analysis. And this is what we mean by analysis. If this resistance area is broken, the next place I will be expecting this market to get to will be this area right there. Somewhere right there is where I will be expecting. And the market has not been there in a while. Okay, so on daily, let's zoom out and see. You see what I mean? You see what I mean right there? This is a fake out, but that is the point I will be expecting. You see right there, you see right there, okay? You see, if you want to move it down a little bit, also somewhere there. Remember, it's not a straight line.
A region.
You see, so I will be waiting if we have on GBP card, if there's a breakout downward from here, This is where we'll be expecting. Let's take a look at it also on our TraderMatic. This is it here. So this is it. If this movement continues on daily, but remember, if you are a day trader, you are not really trading on daily charts. If you are a day trader, you are trading on 1 hour or 15 minutes or 5 minutes. But the reason why we are looking into daily is that we want to see what is going on daily. Because I can see apparently from here, this is this, if I join this to this, and I join this to this, it's like I'm seeing a upper
channel.
wedge channel, something, whatever you call it there. So that is why we'll be very conscious of going short. And this is on daily. Okay, this is on daily. You see, right there, look at it. We have market comes like this, it goes up, comes down, it goes up, comes down. I will be very, very cautious. Let's see what's going to happen. But I'll be very, very conscious of, of going short. I will be waiting. I will be disappointed if the market continues downward from what I'm seeing. This might be a bait from the big bank. So that is why you have to wait. And remember, a news is coming by 3:30 also. That will be in the next 35 minutes thereabouts. So you have to wait. I saw what somebody posted in one of the groups yesterday, that Forex is all about waiting. Okay, you wait to get your entry, and after you have entered the market also, you wait to get your profit out. It's a waiting game. After all, we go to our jobs, we wait for 8 hours, 12 hours, and we wait for 30 days before we get paid, or wait for 2 weeks, depends on the kind of job you do. So this time around, just waiting for extra 30 minutes before you pull that trigger will mean a lot. Okay, I see on 15 minutes now, I'm looking at a bullish engulfing candle on 15 minutes. So I will not even be going short at all. Is this making sense to us at all? Do you think this training really worth it for you guys? Do you think Daniel asked for the link for the book? Yeah, let me try and get it. If you go to my website, I think it's right there also on my website. Let me just see. Sometimes I don't know all those links offered myself. Okay, TraderMatic.net/4 figures. TraderMatic.net/4 figures. TraderMatic.net, sure. Here, TraderMatic.net/4 figures. So that is the link. TraderMatic.net, TraderMatic.net/4 figures. So you'll be able to download it right there. And you can buy the physical one from Amazon if you like to hold the physical book. It's right there. So download that. So let's quickly, while we are waiting for the market to open, just in case you are connected with us and you are wondering, okay, how can I lay my hands also on this Wonder Magic system? You can go to TraderMatic.net. It's right there. So all you have to do is you just it depends on what you need, or it depends on your need. But I will recommend today, because I'm doing a special training. If you guys you are ready to lay your hand on your own TraderMatic, you can get both the VIP and even to join the mentoring. You can see what we are doing in the VIP session. Yes, you can buy the software, get the training that comes with the software, but there's nothing like you having to rub mind with others. So, and that is where that comes. I mean, there are a lot of people that are using this, and it's already they giving their own testimonial, and yours can be the next one. Okay, so once you have, this is Toby, this guy TraderMatic takes him from Nigeria to, I guess it's in.
Hey guys, my name is Toby, and I keep on to shoot a video to thank the TraderMatic team. Now, the software does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is to help a complete newbie make money profitably in the first market using these color-coded signals. Now, I was skeptical of first to buy because there are a lot of scams out there, but I went ahead and got this software because of Mr. Emmanuel's credibility and integrity. So I started making money my first week of using this software. Now, to be very, very honest, I can't believe that this kind of software will be this affordable. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you so much for creating this software, and I believe it's going to change a lot of people's lives. I recommend this tool for everyone struggling to make money in the Forex market. Trust me that it is worth every penny.
So I will just keep all this testimonial, guys. So if you want to get your own copy today of TraderMatic, it's no longer news, and you can join the Forex Apostle Mentoring Program. All what you get access to, you have access to Forex education and training, crypto education and trading, stocks, investing, trading, education and training, cryptocurrency trading. We're going to be putting an order. Just hang on there, guys. We grow. I'm seeing a trade opportunity right now that will be cutting very soon. So cutting edge trading robot, discount access to one-on-one mastery, and of course, Forex business building strategy, investment guide and training, live weekly, first class global support, generous commission on all our products. So if you are looking to take advantage of the promotion that is going on right now, and you want to join both the Forex mentoring program, and they also have access to TraderMatic, the VIP version. All you do today is, all you pay today is Naira $97. If you go to our website, you cannot pay Naira $97, but to you today, okay, taking advantage of this, all you have to do, go to the forexapostlementoring.com. You can use that coupon off80, and you claim your 80% discount. And if you are somewhere in US or Canada or Nigeria, you can also take advantage by making your payment through PayPal, easyforexinstitute@gmail.com. You can pay through Zelle, edenrichesllc10@gmail.com. You can pay through GTB account. That's the account information right there, 00288142220. You can pay with Bitcoin. All you need to do is chat with me, and I will give you a Bitcoin wallet address. And you can pay with Cash App, $Emmanuel Adigbola. So the question will be, okay, when is your training starting? It starts immediately. Once you sign up, you get access to the members area, and you'll be able to resume your training and begins to relate with others. Okay, so let's take a look at what is going on here. Let's come back to our GBP. Let's okay, right there. Oh, it's like I'm seeing a question. Is that a question? Alex, hello, Forex Apostle. Thank you. This training, please, for beginners where we don't have a stable electricity, do you recommend we use good phones? Well, you can use good phones, but there is no phone that uses custom indicator. So if you are using phone, you will still have to understand how to do your analysis on your phone. What's it called? TraderMatic or any other custom system, there's no way you can still use them with phone right now, at least none that I know. Okay. So let's see, we are beginning to tidy this up. The market has opened right now. So let's see what is going on 1 hour. For some of our students, we talk about kangaroo tail, you remember? And it doesn't matter the color. It might be red, it might be. So I see this as kangaroo tail, true or false? Come on, guys, are you still with me?
Yes.
Okay, so I see this as kangaroo tail, actually. So what I will be looking to do if I'm trading GBP card, I will be looking to put a pending order right there. I will be looking to put a pending order right there. Okay, a few pips above this point. Then where I will be targeting, I won't target so much. I'll be targeting just around this area. for my take profit actually. I'll be targeting this area as my take profit. That is if I'm buying. I'm not giving signals. Please just, if you are placing that trade or you are putting it, you are doing that at your own risk. I'm just training. So then the stop loss, I will be putting stop loss below here. So this would be like a one-to-one kind of thing. I'm risking how many pips? No, I'm targeting 22 pips. I'm risking 24 pips. It doesn't worth it. So if this on 1 hour, you can go to 15 minutes. So you can see on 15 minutes, you see this bullish engulfing also, the same thing. So I will wait also the same, more or less the same signal. Stop loss will go there. Engulf, this bullish engulfing, I will put, yeah, I think we can do that. So it will be, this will be the signal right there. It's not a big stuff, but at least GBP card, that will be buy stop at, so we have 1.72005. Stop loss will be 71757. Then take profit will be 1.72231. So that would be a trade. Now, how do you place this trade? For some of you that might not know how to do that, we're going to do how to trade signals so later on, but you go to your order right there, you see, okay, new order. So we'll be looking to, this is a $1,000 a demo account. So I will look to put 0.1 market execution. I will look at pending order. So this will be buying stop. So I'll change this to 0.1 to $1,000 account. And the reason why you have to put a pending order, you see what is happening right there, because even though we have a bullish engulfing candle, it is not 100% automatic that it will go up, okay? So you have, let's look for, these are our order right there. So you buy stop at 1.72005, 1.72005. Then the stop loss is 1.71, stop loss 1.71757. Then take profit will be 1.72231. So this is how you put a pending order. Once you finish that, you can put expiration, but just place it. Okay, so you have it like this. So this is what we have. So once you have that, you can see that we cut that order even before TraderMatic give us the signal, because that is okay. So this is it. So we are risking $19. We are looking into $17. It's not really up to one-to-one, but it's okay. This is on 15 minutes. So this is how you put a pending order. And this is 0.1. Imagine if your account is able to carry 10 lot size, 20 lot size, 50 lot size. This small movement you see in this place, which I'm going to be putting now, even somewhere right there, that small movement you see right there can give you thousands of dollars. It depends on your account size. The bigger your account, the more you are able to play with. So GBP card, that's where we have that order. Let's look at what is happening on TraderMatic on 15 minutes. you can see that on 15 minutes, we don't have the signal yet. You see, that is the advantage of knowing price action also over your using the technical indicators, because technical indicators most of the times lags behind the price action. Not that maybe they don't work, but if you know how to trade price action, you are able to catch some move. Combining the two, you see, we were able to arrive at this GBP card, focusing on GBP card because of what we saw on this currency meter pro. Then we go to naked chart and see what is happening on naked chart. And right now you can see what is going on. Everything you can see that is we are having a congress right there. On 1 minute, yes, maybe you would have gotten a signal on 1 minute. Okay, so if you now want to reduce your risk, you can now be monitoring your trade like either 1 minute or 5 minutes, and move your stop loss, like for instance, like this now. You see right there, you see, do you guys see that bullish, that small bullish box? That is where our take profit actually is. Do you see it? Can you notice that? Do you notice that?
Yes.
So it's just pretty much more or less the same thing. And that is exactly what is going on right there. And this is how you trade. This is how you trade. There's no magic. You have to do your analysis. Once you do your analysis, you just ride with whatever that is going on. Okay, so let's come down here. Let's see, our card is still 7.0. There's a news coming by 3:30. I don't intend keeping this trading till then, but I will still hang around. For some of you that might want to trade it, I will still hang around. Then you can see card JPY also. That would be an opportunity. If somebody wants to trade, there's card, there's JPY. JPY is low, card is up. Remember, the news is going to affect Swiss franc. So keep an eye on GBP CHF. Keep an eye on this. But in the next few minutes, keep an eye on this. So if I want to trade GBP CHF also, I will be putting a pending order. Okay, looking to actually go long because I see indecision right there. On 1 hour, this is what I have. You can see this is trending up. So I have a feeling that GBP CHF also will go up. Why? This is trending up. This, we can see our MACD Pro is green, trending up. I see this bullish box. So I will be expecting to put a pending order and targeting this place as my take profit for the news, if it is not more than that. So guys, this is how you trade. This is how we trade. This is how we trade. You remember also what I said about NASDAQ? Look at it right there also. I told you it has, yesterday was a rundown. I'm expecting it to continue going back up. I mean, go to 15 minutes on NASDAQ. Right now, right there, you see, this is, I expect this to actually go up, because if you go to 15 minutes now on regular, you see the way I normally have my chart, I have TraderMatic, I have another system. You don't have to have all of that. You can just do everything on one computer. So on NASDAQ now, I will be expecting a breakout at this range. Okay, if you see breakout, let it come back to retest. And by the time it continues, put a pending order, and where I will be expecting to take profit. I have an account that is strictly NASDAQ that I trade there. So, and where I will be expected to take profit will be here. Okay, that is how to do it, guys. That is how to do it. And if you want to enjoy what we are enjoying, guys, all you have to do is sign up for coaching and mentoring program. You can learn, or you can learn from free trainings and jumping from one webinar to another. Is okay, it's good. We want you, we love you. But to take it to the next level, be a mentee, be a disciple. That is why people that can do what I'm doing, they are not too common. Okay, waking up by 3 o'clock. Most of the times I don't have to wake up because I trade higher time frame. Okay, the reason why sometimes I wake up to trade London market is because I want to be there for my students. I want to give out the signals. I want to, but most of my trades, like this GBP card, I have a pending order that I already put since yesterday night, because I knew that it won't go down. It will reverse one way or the other. Okay, Callisto say, please, I paid for TraderMatic data, until date I have not been able to download. Callisto, that is your problem. If you paid for TraderMatic since 2020 and you have not been able to download it, how is that my problem? If you paid for something and you couldn't download it within 1 to 2 days, you get in touch. And the problem is, most of us, we don't even know how to download. If you don't know how to download, there's no way I can do that for you. What you paid me to do is what I'm doing. If you are a mentee, if you're a student, if you buy software, what you pay for is the software, not for me to teach you how to download. And you've chatted with me so many times, and I told you, you need to get together with somebody that can show you how to download. I remember I even connected you with one of our support team. Okay, so you need to get yourself together, Callistus, and just solve that problem. Okay. Okay, guys, let's go back, and I know some of you getting ready to work, and some of you are ready. Okay, look at that pending order that we put. It has triggered. Look at that pending order. It has triggered on GBP card. You see right there. So, guys, are you still with me? Guys, are you still with me?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, cool. So now you see the order has triggered. Okay, it has triggered. Now, when we talk about risk and money management, let's quickly take a look at this. When you talk about risk and money management, this account is $1,000. It's a demo account. Now, we are using our margin that we are using is $27. Okay, we still have margin level to be 3,000, over 3,000 plus. Okay, so let's assume that even this trade go against you and you lost this trade. Will you cry because of $20 that you are risking? No, because that is 2% of what you have here. Okay, you can imagine this is 15 minutes. This is what we have right now. This is where, and most of the times when I play this kind of order, I don't even use stop loss. I don't use take profit myself, especially if you have time to sit down to watch, because if this market continues, it might not even stop here. It might move. We might have another. It might move up to this point. It might move up to this point. And that is why sometimes it's good you know how to train your profit. Okay, so if you have to go to work now, you've placed this order, you can go to work. You don't have to sit and wait to the end of your of the trade before you close the trade. Like this now, what we have right here, this market can move. It can be a reversal actually for GBP card, because it has moved downward for a while. So look at what we did on daily. Now it's like we didn't even do anything. This is where our stop loss is. This is where the take profit is. You see, on 4 hours, this is how it will look like. So on 4 hours now, if I'm actually putting this trade on 4 hours, this is what I'll be expecting. So let's assume that, okay, this is where we are expecting this to run to. I can modify this trade. Okay, let's see. I mean, this is a training purpose, guys. So 1.73610. So if I want to modify, I can right click now and I'll modify order. Then this modify, I will change my take profit to 1.73610. Let's see what that will give to us. So that will take our take profit up. Okay, that takes okay, so this is what we have. So if we do this, we have 127, you see. So we'll be looking to making $127, while the stop loss is the stop loss is $19. So what I can now do, I can now do trading stop. I can now do trading stop and say, okay, trailing, modify or trailing 20 pips will be 200 points. So can put 200. So what I'm saying, or even 10, I can trade these profits. So what that means is that once the market moves 10 pips in my favor, the system will automatically move my stop loss. When you move 10 pips, the system will automatically move my stop loss. But remember, there's a news coming in the next 10 minutes. That also can affect your trade. What is going up can all of a sudden can just shoot down, boom, like that. That is why when you are trading like this and there's a forthcoming trade, you don't want to use all your lot size. So even if I'm going to be trading like a one lot size, I put a trade for 0.1. When that news comes out and it moves on my favor, I can now use my remaining position size. Okay, guys. I guess we are able to do justice to this. Once again, if you have not gotten your own copy of TraderMatic, you can go to tradermatic.net. You want to sign up for coaching and mentoring. You have an offer out there for you, 80% discount. You can join today. By payment of Naira $97, you get access to the VIP version of all my softwares, and you also get access to private coaching with other groups, other disciples. Babatunde, please, let's have the videos after this time. Work has been pressing. Thanks, Apostle. Thank you so much, Babatunde. I will make this available. And apology to you guys. Yesterday, I learned, I understood that the StreamYard was kind of making our video to have some question yesterday. It didn't sync very well. I also contacted their support, and we'll try and fix that, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Let's go back and harvest those pips. And all my disciples, thank you so much for being there, and we'll see you guys at the top.